Okay, welcome back to video number 5. So video number 5 is we're going to go through the questions set in the previous video for classwork or for homework. Question number 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and 11. Okay. Right, let's move this to one side. Okay, question number 1. I'm going to do this slightly bigger so they come out clearly on the video. 6/10. Let's read it. Read. This says 6 divided by 10. 6 divided by 10. 6 divided by 10. Now when you divide by 10, what do we do to the decimal point? First of all, in the number 6, we've got to put the decimal point in. Does it go at the front or the back and at the end? Put the decimal point in and then move one place to the left. Okay. So the answer then becomes, drop the decimal point down, copy the 6, answer becomes 0.6. Happy with that? Okay. Right, question number 3. Okay, question number 3. We have 4 over 1000. What does that say? That says 4 divided by 1000. So the technique here is to look at the number and read it. 4 divided by 1000. 4 divided by 1000. How do we divide 4 by 1000? We put the first one, the decimal point at the end of the whole number. And we go 1, 2, 3 and drop. So we copy the 4 down and under these gaps over here we fill in zeros. And at the end of the number we put in another 0 for completeness to make the number look correct as well as sound right. So the number now is 0.004. Okay, the next question we have is 127 thousandths. Okay, so what does this read? Let's read the fraction. Read the fraction for me, please. 127, what's that line mean? Divide by, thank you. So that reads 127, that line is divide by 1000. Now, where does decimal point go? At the front, here, or there? There. The decimal point always goes at the end of a whole number. Put it in, ourselves. Divide by 1000, that's 3 zeros. So we move back how many places? 1, 2, 3, drop. Copy the 7, copy the 2, copy the 1 and add an extra 0 to make the number look right and then sound right. 0.127. Okay, let's move and make sure I've got these. Okay, right. Okay, right. So we've done the 1, 2, those 3 questions. We've got 3 more questions left to do. Let's quickly finish this off. Okay, the parents have arrived to pick up the student. So next question, we have 8 over 100. Right. What do we do first of all with this question? We need to read the question. Read the question for me, please. What does that say? 8. Lovely. Right. 8 divided by 100. Let's do that again. We have an 8 and that line stands for divide and by 100. Now what do we do? We get the 8. What do we do to the 8? We have to put the decimal point where at the front or at the end? At the end, lovely. We put the decimal point at the end of the number, and then because we're dividing by 100 and 100 has got 2 zeros, we have to move the decimal point 2 places to the left. Thank you. 1, 2. Drop it down. Copy the 8 down. It's all about copying it down. There's the 8. We have a gap here. We put a 0. And how do we finish the question off? Put another 0 at the front to make the number look and sound correct. So 8 divided by 100 is 0.08. Okay, next question. So one more question left and then we end our today's session. It's been a bit of an extended session today, but never mind, it's all in a good cause. We will make sure the student understands the work properly. Let's make sure that's in focus. Okay, we have 14. That says 14. Let's read the question. Read. Right, read that for me please. What does it say? Lovely. Student said 14 divide by 100. There's a 14, there's the divide, there's 100. Let's write that down. 14 divided by 100. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that. Let's get back to it. Right, if you have 14 divided by 100, we have to, what do we do to the number 14? We have to put a point at the front, middle or end. And lovely, you put it at the end of the number. The decimal point goes there. Now we've got 100, it has 2 zeros, so if you move the decimal point how many places? 2 to the left. 1, 2. Drop the decimal point. Copy down the 1. Copy down the 14. Now, if we read this number reads 0.14. Is that our final answer? No. How do we, what's missing? Another 0. Good. My student is awake today. Give me all the right answers. Alright. Okay. Right, last but not least is the 5/10. Okay, which is question number 11. That's number 9. That's number 7. That's number 1, 3 and 5. Okay, so 5/10. Let's just make sure we're actually in focus. Okay, 5/10. We're going to do this one a bit more quicker. So we have 5. The line means divide by 10. So we read. When we do 5 divided by 10, that gives us 0.5. Decimal point always goes at the end. End is over here, the right hand side. And we finished our video number 5 for today. So thank you for joining us for this maths lesson. So for those of you who are still looking at the video, we can carry on the other questions for homework. Okay, thank you very much and we'll see you on another time. Okay.